Je Jeremy is joining. Jeremy, we cannot see you.
That's okay.
Why? No, not okay. We wanna see you. You actually have a good room. Is it your study room or your room?
It's my
Big
bed,
one.
a bit messy, so I just couldn't.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, we're go live. Hey guys, hi, fellow First ABC team members, clients, and potential tenants and landlords. My name is Katie Shen. I'm a mortgage consultant with RTC Mortgage, and I just want to give you a quick rates update for today. So as you know, Bank of Canada announced their decision for overnight rate last week, and they decided to hold so far. And we're hoping that will be the trend, but they are tentatively saying that they potentially will apply more efforts to reduce inflation rate down to 2%. So enjoy the current rates if you can. I would highly recommend to get a pre-approval and rate hold if you are shopping for property. And we still have a trend nowadays to go with a 3 years fixed. And the best rate for today is 584 with exception, and then high ratio 5 years fixed is 529. So for 30 years, 5-year variable is 664, 3 years fixed 599, 30 years, 5 years fixed is 614, and then for rental variable is 705, 3 years fixed 661, and 5 years fixed 624. If you're considering B side, there it will be late 6, early 7% depending on the type of the application you're going with, credit history and income type. And if you're considering private mortgage to consolidate debt, purchase or refinance, or a second mortgage for investment or any other purpose, pay out debt with a CRA or whatnot, it is starting at 8% and up to 12%, depending on the equity and LTV on the deal. There is a trend nowadays that private rates go with a 65% LTV as lenders being cautious with the market, but there are still a couple lenders on the market who can offer at 80% LTV. As I mentioned, the rate will be 10 and up, and if you're interested, please give me a call. Katie.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
We want to ask William if he want to give any input about current market for buying, selling, for commercial.
Yeah, I am very frustrated recently because, my last offer collapsed 2 days ago, and I spent about over 6 months. That is small business asset deal. And then I know them very well. I bought the business for them 2 years ago, and then they trusted me, and then they get back to me, and then they are quite busy and they want to have another business location in downtown, but last minute they said the main thing is that they want to get 2 business locations, but the owner of the business, which we showed, just what can I say, threatened them. How can you run 2 business? The reason why I'm selling this business is simply I'm running 2 business and too hard for me. Reconsider that. Even the owner told them. So, oh my God, if that is the case, we have to reconsider the project. So anyway, they just get back, and then they collapse.
Сейчас она выйдет. Она сейчас спустится, моя мама. Sorry, it's Elvira come for keys.
Yeah, so anyway, that is my personal thing. And then this morning, right before I joined this Zoom meeting, I just got a call from another client who I just leased the commercial building about 3 years ago in downtown Kitsilano area. And he's doing he's a kind of what can I say, the constructor. So he's doing the interior job for kitchen or commercial kitchens. And he's telling me that now the economy is too bad. So there are a lot of money he couldn't get paid, they collected. So he earned a lot of money, but now many people cannot pay them. So he is trying to sell the business that I listed to him 2 years. All in all, I think the market situation is quite bad to the realtors. I don't know, maybe some realtors may have different feelings, but as for me, I can feel that the market is very slow nowadays. So that is my personal experience.
I asked yesterday the one lawyer and one notary public how many deals they have coming through. So they say it's slow, So it's a kind of indication.
I think Katie
compared
might be,
to usual.
Yeah, Katie might be the right person because she's doing the mortgage, so she can directly feel how many, the number of the transactions, whether it is increased or decreased. So what do you think,
Okay.
Katie?
Well, notary for sure they're in the end of the transaction, right? So if they are working right now, they kind of see results of what was August, end of July, which was like a vacation season. So typically for them, September is low. They are on a different calendar, on a different schedule. Of course, August was a bit of a slowdown, but now with the Bank of Canada holding rate, we are expecting that the market still will be active till about November, and then in October there's a prediction that there still will potentially be one more increase over 0.25%. So we'll see what happens to the market after. But so far we can expect it more or less to be active for those clients who still can afford to qualify. Mostly we see private deals right now. Second private, debt consolidation, first private.
I have interest in people coming from Ukraine now, a lot of people, like second big wave, I would say. And some of them are very actually rich and big business people. Like today, one guy called me, he's owner of the big factory in Ukraine. So it's maybe also some buyers, right? But they will not qualify maybe for mortgage. Maybe the deals that owner financing would suits them. Yeah.
Well, there are exceptions for them to purchase, right? Which is still kind of, lawyer will be able to explain more on that, because at first, if they are depending on their status in Canada, if they're coming with a CUET against CUET program, then I believe they have they still have a work permit, but it's I don't remember what type of status is that.
Yeah, they speak about this, that one spouse need to go for job to get PR, and another spouse can develop business in the meantime. So it's like together kind of they can plan like that, right?
Because officially, if they are on a work permit, which CUET kind of falls under, then they have to claim 2 years taxes in order to be eligible under exception. If they fall under refugee, I believe there was a discussion whether they still can get exception as a refugee, which they're not, right? So not real lawyer will be able to tell exactly, because there are changes every day and exceptions getting through. Because if they're treated as non-residents, there's still 25% purchase tax, right?
But I don't think for commercial, right? Commercial is okay.
Commercial they can buy, yeah, I believe.
Okay, thank you so much for your input, for your regular updates. We're happy to have you here.
If there are any ideas of what type of information or update our visitors or viewers want to have, we can chat more about just different topics. So
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we can
Put in the
see what
comments. Put your ideas in the
Yeah.
comments.
Okay. Yeah, I'm finished there. Yeah. We just in here, but we can put it on YouTube. So we are recording here.
Okay.
I mean, we finish over there. Like if we want to, right? We can cut it off.
Mhm.
But what we wanted to discuss with Alec, we have now growing more files. So we want to implement a
Sorry to
yeah.
interrupt you. So
For you,
to confirm on the MailChimp, Alec, when is your when is your next one newsletter? Do you send them with by a certain date, or just wait when you have enough? Like, should we jump?
we usually send.
Should we jump on another call? I feel like I kind of hijacked what you wanted to discuss, and
Usually we have MailChimp newsletter out for public holidays, most cases, right? We may have it like, for example, if William will have open house, new listing, we may put it one like that. But typically we have at this moment for public holidays.
Mhm.
Which one gonna be next one?
Thanksgiving probably.
But it could be anything. Yes, Thanksgiving.
So
And then
I'll email you something for Thanksgiving and wait for you. Like if you want to give me some deadlines when to send you information and when is the sign off or any other approach I need to know.
Usually they start to do it at least like 5 or 7 days in advance. Then it's they circulate between agents to see what updates, and then it's come out. So it's a bit of timing, yeah. At least 5 days, I would say for sure.
Okay. The thing is, because I'm not subscribed, I'm not an acting user, he may not spend time on me, right? So I'm not sure if it would make sense to dial like
No, they are very friendly, especially about potential users. Yes, you're always potential kind of candidate to use it. So from that point of view, they should be able to spend time with you. You can book even a call with them to explain to you the system. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, but that's a different thing, right? Like I'm sure it's a different person who does that usually. So the one who does customer service and the one who sells and just do demo presentations, they're different people.
Yeah, you can go both routes because those who sells demo presentations, they quite advanced in all areas of usage of it, right?
Mhm.
Because they need to sell it to explain, yeah.
Mhm.
Or you can say I'm particularly interested in that feature, so they can refer you to the person and make appointment with person who would be expert in that. They quite a good support.
Yeah, but they won't give me access to your site. The idea is that they connect my API to your access. So without you,
yeah, you can tell Alejandro that's what we want to do. So probably he will help you there. And we also almost ready for next level, which is gonna be 10 people, including set fee amount. So potentially
it all gibberish for me, but anyway, I'll see what he says. I sent him an email, and once he responds, we will go from there.
Yeah, we can figure something out. Like, I mean, if we have now 8 people and we have room for 2 more and we will still be paying for 10, so for that timing we can add you on for free for you, so you can figure out also how it works and how to connect, what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good week. Bye.
Thank you. So it's have a good site that its listings going faster, better for landlord actually. because it's very fast turnaround. Yeah. Another thing I would say, for example, William, you have listing 1 bedroom, right?
Yeah.
1 bedroom furnished, for example, in downtown. And also Jeremy have 1 bedroom furnished in downtown. So for both of these listings, it's exactly same client basically looking for.
Yeah.
So I have a question. In this scenario, how do we deal with such? Because it's really beneficial would be for both of you to share this person, to show them both listings so that he can choose one.
Yeah, so my answer is that number one, yeah, I have the 1 bed listing in downtown. Jeremy have 1 bed listing in downtown. Okay. Then I'm the head of my listing. Jeremy is the head of his listing. We are cooperating each other. We know that these 2 listings are under the same company, FSR, and very similar. So if I have my client basis, maybe they see my listing, and then if they don't like it, I immediately refer them to Jeremy and vice versa. So 2 champion can communicate each other. So during the Zoom meeting on Tuesday, that was my original thought. Maybe we can bring here some guests, like a mortgage broker. That is half, maybe half or less than 50% of the total session. And the rest of the session, all the champions in this, all the agent join the meeting and then introduce their, what's going on with their project, and also share that kind of information together.
You know, my only worry is because I know tenants very well. I know tenants, if they look with you and they think you have only 1 listing, they typically not gonna tell you they're looking at others. They will say, yeah, I like it very much, I get back to you, and they go run around. But in any case, typical tenant look at least at 12 listings. So what was my techniques, and I think it's most effective, right? If I have 4 bedrooms in downtown, they asking me about one of them, I always show them all 4 of them. And then the more likely they not leave me and they choose one of 4. Because the tenant need to feel they have a choice. If you only show them 1 listing, doesn't matter what they say to you, they still secretly looking around.
Of course,
right?
of course, yes. Yeah, secretly
So
or
if
publicly
you
they
show
say,
them,
yeah.
if they show them 2nd listing of Jeremy, more likely they choose even yours because they feel satisfied they have 2 choices. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand, but still that is not okay. That is kind of exceptional case. Let me tell you this thing. I didn't mention, but the listing price. Okay, the one of the major goal for the champion is to decide the listing price with the owner. Okay, and then what's more important is that if the listing price is too high, we can see it after maybe 1 or 2 weeks later, depending upon the showing frequency. We can suggest to the owner, hey, I think we'd better slightly lower down the listing price. But please understand, if I don't have any rapport or trust with the owner, it is very difficult to suggest that kind of the price changes. That's why there should be a champion, those who have a good relationship with the owner, and then the owner will respect the listing agent idea based upon the market situation or other competitors. I believe in order to get the tenant, we have to lower down $100, $200. So the major role of the champion is to adjust the listing price. Only the champion can adjust the listing price based upon the trust and rapport between the owner and the champion. But sometimes champion cannot handle the
Alec, can you show this file for scorecard in shared file? It's in the bottom. Everybody see. Yeah. So what we try to do is actually I get it from this owner of first penthouse. He's develop very huge business all over North. So Jeremy, it's not to underestimate somebody or make somebody, you know, like feel that they're not good and something. No, it's just to make aware or improve everybody each time. Yeah. For example, we can say it. I can say it with short, and I always have this short card in my mind actually for each chart, and it's in the very bottom of files and share drive. Don't you see it, Alec?
I have a very bad
I
internet
put-
connection right now. I can't find it now
I put-
because
I put it now in a group so everybody can see it. So probably I can share it.
Okay, I think that the idea concept is very good idea and very nice, but I'm just a little bit worrying that at the same time, where we have to minimize the administration or management time period, and we work more focused on the
But yeah,
sales jobs.
they actually saying this will minimize it after all because it's bring awareness. So we have callback time, efforts, conversion rate, documents accuracy, ads control, replies, CRM use. Oh, by the way, Alex suggesting people that use CRM and use a phone number to give them and also put leads into there actively to give them 1% more for all three things on each time because of the efforts to stimulate that. I don't know. New leads, showings, listing appointments, visuals, vacancies, finalized deals, reviews, media, and it's percent today. What the idea is, if you want, what I try to say, every one of us in any business gonna be disappointed and upset and down, and we have to remember it's just after that we're gonna be better, right? We have to not to let us destroy it or change career over it or change something, because it's everybody go through this, not just you. But sometimes agent feel like, oh, everybody else successful and just me, and he give up. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's many aspects. For example, if William did everything totally right to put extra efforts, but nothing came out of it, it doesn't mean he did a bad job. It just maybe coincidentally this week happens like this. Yeah, not to be disappointed. But the main point to evaluate was what I done maximum or I didn't, right?
Okay,
What do you
so-
think about this? Yeah. Do you think it's too much?
Well, okay,
But
let me-
idea we just monitor it's maybe 1 or 2 months. We used to this, and after we can put rewards on some of it. Say this week, who did this more will be 2% more.
Okay,
Something like
let
that.
me
So
put my comments very quickly, okay? So I am very, very familiar
Yeah.
with this kind of concept. That is what we call balanced scorecard. And most of big companies already introduced this kind of system long time ago to evaluate the
Yeah.
employees, and especially every year when they renegotiate their salary, based upon this performance chart, they just discuss and then just they estimate the next year's salary. So in that sense, I absolutely agree, and I'm very familiar. Because I was evaluated like this way in this kind of system over 10 years when I was in Korea, when I worked for the big companies. But what I'm trying to say is that for internally, you just monitoring the agent, that's fine, but we are not employees. We are self-employees. We are all independent contractors. So there are some gap between the company employees, those who get paid salary, fixed salary, and those who work as a commission basis. there are some big gap between the two concepts. So if you recommend this one, I will willingly accept it because I have to make my own business plan. And if I have a tool like this, that is very helpful for me to make a business plan. Okay, so my goal is to make the how many CRM calls and how many showings. I can put that kind of business plan for that purposes. But if I have to put it compulsorily, I don't think that is a little bit too much, I think, because I'm not the employee. That is my idea.
But what is like if somebody then observe you, for example, Annie can put it just to maybe see, then you see, oh, he thinks I'm weaker in this way, but I'm not, right? Or
yeah, so
but
let's go
the
ahead and
idea
just
of this,
see how it works and how other agents talk about that. Let's see. Let's try to go through a couple of months and then let's see. Yeah.
but the idea of this card is not to
Yeah,
like,
I absolutely agree.
criticize
Idea,
it.
of course. Yeah, that is a good idea. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But in the same time, you know, yeah, you self-employee, but always when it's agent not doing well, he is blaming broker, right? When he doing well, he blaming himself. So always
Yeah.
it's broker fault. So broker
Right.
need to put some efforts, right? Some
Yeah,
motivation,
yeah, in this sense, I appreciate that.
feedback.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well,
And
Natalie, I gotta
yeah,
go now.
Jeremy,
So
what
why don't you finalize?
Yeah. I think we today 30 minutes overdue. Yeah, we all need to go. Jeremy, this 10 a little bit delay. Can you come 2:30? But 2:30 for sure already. No more delays. Okay.
Yeah.
2:30 and we go 2:30. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah, super. Thank you so much.
yeah.
So there was a good discussions. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, you can also think about my proposal and Alex's proposal, and then we can continue discussing the matters, how to work together.
Alec,
as a
can
team.
you put William proposal in a file, maybe where we have weekly this
Yeah, so I just
scorecard?
want to hear any other agent the opinion about my proposal too. Yeah. Okay.
And maybe if they shy to fill it out, Alec can call them and ask them on the phone and put in their opinion, at least like that. Okay, thank you so much,
Okay.
William. We really appreciate your business perspective and experience input.
Okay, we are on the same boat,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.